Okay, so like Google, right. It's become like this default thing, like recipe, Google it, argument with your buddy, Google. But, and this is a big but, what if those answers, those quick and easy answers, aren't like totally reliable? And we're talking about some serious research here. So let's really deep dive into this whole thing. Is Google really feeding our need to know, or is it like leading us down a rabbit hole?
Well, here's the thing. It all comes down to Google's moneymaker.
Mhm.
Those ads, they're everywhere. And that might be messing with the information we're actually seeing.
Okay, yeah, the ads. Websites got to pay the bills, but I swear they're multiplying like crazy on those search pages.
And here's the kicker. It's not just those obvious ads at the top anymore. Nope. Now we're talking about ads disguised as regular results. Those giant shopping ads that push, like everything else out of sight, out of mind, right?
Oh, tell me about it. The other day, I'm looking for a new mini fridge, and I swear the entire first page, all ads, mini fridges galore. I kid you not, I had to scroll forever to find a site that wasn't trying to sell me something.
And that's not by accident. That's design, my friend. Remember that research we were looking at, the thin mini fridge search? You get those laser-focused ads right at the top. Seems helpful, sure. But then you look at the organic results, and they're for totally different fridges,
Hmm.
sometimes even old models. It's almost like, and I'm just saying almost, they're making those organic results look bad on purpose, just to get you clicking those paid links.
Ugh, sneaky. But, like, those clicks equal big bucks for Google.
Oh yeah, we're talking billions with a B. Just last year, 2024, a whopping 76.3% of their revenue straight from advertising,
Mm.
and mostly from those search ads. So yeah, more clicks, more money. It's a simple equation.
All right, so it's a business, right? Got to make that money. But where does that leave us, the users? Caught in the middle, you know?
Right.
Trying to find good info, but also dealing with Google trying to make a profit.
And that's where SEO rears its head. Companies, they're always trying to work the system, right? Get their stuff at the top, even if the quality isn't really there.
Right, SEO. Everyone talks about it, but what does that actually look like? Are we talking about like straight up manipulation?
Sometimes. Let me give you a scenario. You're looking for the best office chairs of 2024, right? Click a link, seems promising, but then you realize this blog post, it's from 2022. They just changed a few dates here and there, slapped on a fresh coat of digital paint, and called it a day.
So it's not even like totally wrong. It's just not what you were looking for.
Exactly, and that's where all those SEO tricks come in, like keyword stuffing, right? Just jamming as many popular search terms as possible into an article, even if they make zero sense. Or using those crazy misleading titles. Promise one thing, deliver something completely different.
It's like those clickbait thumbnails, but for websites.
Bingo. And here's the problem, this low-quality, super SEO'd content. It often ends up outranking the good stuff, the actual informative, well-researched pieces. So you, the user, you're stuck sifting through a whole lot of nothing to find, like one piece of actual information.
This is already making me rethink my Google habits. But wait, there's more, right? Artificial intelligence. It's like the new player on the field. And honestly, I'm both super intrigued and kind of terrified.
AI, it's definitely shaking things up. And Google, they're all over it, incorporating into search more and more. And on the one hand, yeah, it could give us like lightning fast, super relevant information.
There's always a but, right? What's the catch with AI?
Well, the catch is AI, it's like still learning,
Yeah.
and sometimes it creates this like walled garden effect.
Aldgarten, okay, he's going to have to break that one down for me.
So picture this, you type in a question,
Yeah.
you get that little box at the top, the quick answer. That's AI doing its thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Those can be super handy. Like, need a quick fact check or something? Boom, there it is.
Right, super convenient. But, and this is a big but, those snippets, they can be misleading. And what's worse, they can stop us from actually like exploring all the other information out there. It's like you're in this
Yeah.
amazing garden,
Yeah.
right? But you can only see like this one tiny section of it.
So we think we're getting the full picture, but we're actually just getting a very, like, curated version of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not always intentional, like this bias AI, it learns from massive amounts of data. And sometimes that data, well, it's got its own problem.
So if the data's messed up, the AI is going to be messed up too.
Pretty much. It's like they say, garbage in, garbage out, right? And before you know it, we're stuck in these echo chambers.
Yeah.
Just seeing the stuff that confirms what we already believe, even if it's not, like,
Yeah.
totally true.
Oh, man, it's like that time I went down a rabbit hole reading about conspiracy theories. By the end, I was like, wait, is the Earth flat? Okay, maybe not that bad, but you get the idea. It's easy to get sucked in.
And that's exactly why. It's more important now than ever to be, critical thinkers, question what we see online, look at things from different angles, and just be aware of our own biases, you know?
That's easier said than done, though, right? I mean, we're drowning in information these days. How do we even start to, like, filter through it all?
It's tough, no doubt. But here's the thing about Google. It's powerful, yeah, but it's a tool. And like any tool, you can use it the right way or you can use it the wrong way. It's about being a smarter user.
Okay, so, like, what are some practical things we can do? How do we use Google smarter and not fall for all these, like, traps?
First things first, don't just stop at the first few results. Scroll down a bit, see what else is out there. Don't be afraid to go beyond that first page, you know?
Be a little more adventurous with our Googling.
Yeah.
Got it. What else?
And here's a radical idea. Google isn't the only game in town. There are other search engines out there, believe it or not. And hey, remember libraries. They still got tons of good information.
Right. Gotta love the library. But seriously, it can be tough to break those old habits. It's like we're so used to Google being like, this instant answer machine, we forget there's a whole world of information beyond that search bar.
It's about finding a balance,
Yeah.
right? Google's a great tool, but it's not the only tool. And more importantly, it's about knowing its limits.
Like we always say, knowledge is power. But only if we're actually getting, good information. Maybe we all need a little digital detox every now and then.
Could agree more.
So we've talked ads, SEO, AI, the whole shebang. But before we wrap up, let's go back to something you mentioned earlier, Google's business model. Knowing what we know now, can we actually do anything as users to fight back against this whole profit over quality thing? Or are we totally screwed?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? It can feel like we're fighting a losing battle sometimes. But you know what? What we do online, it actually makes a difference.
Wait, really? You're saying our clicks actually matter?
They totally do. Every search, every click, it all feeds into those algorithms. Google's watching. They're learning what we're into. So if we choose to click on those well-researched articles, those credible websites, it sends a message.
So it's like voting with our clicks. We can support the good stuff, the stuff we actually want to see more of.
Exactly. And here's another thing. We can get behind organizations that are fighting the good fight for a better internet. There are groups pushing for more transparency, teaching people how to spot fake news, creating tools to help us navigate this whole thing.
Okay, that's actually really good to hear. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's not like we're just stuck in this system.
Not at all. We've got more power than we think. It starts with being aware of what we're doing online, questioning things, and speaking up for a better internet.
This has been eye-opening. Seriously, I feel like I've gone from blindly trusting Google to realizing I need to be a lot more careful. So for our listeners, what's the one thing you want them to take away from all of this?
Remember, Google, it's a tool. It can be super useful, but like any tool, you got to use it right.
Use it right. Love it. Don't
Right.
let the algorithms do your thinking for you. This has been awesome. Thanks so much for breaking all of this down for us.
Anytime. Happy to be here.
And to everyone listening, we hope this deep dive has given you a lot to think about. So next time you're on Google, remember what we talked about today. Be curious, be critical, and most importantly, be in control of your online experience. Until next time.